Hi children, welcome back to science class. Yesterday we learnt about playing with magnets, some of points, about poles, about attraction of magnet, all these things we discussed. So also we learnt about magnetic compass. Today's class we are going to learn about another property of magnet, which is attraction and repulsion. Attraction, repulsion. These two properties also we observe in magnets. Have you ever noticed that while you are playing with magnets, sometimes two magnets attracts each other. Sometimes one attracts and one used to repel. Repel means don't attract, it pushes away. Have you experienced any time like that? So that pushing away, the force which is pushing away, it is called repulsion. In magnets, sometimes the magnets, they used to push away. If they are pulling with each other, that is called attraction. If they are pushing with each other, that is called repulsion. So why it is happening? Let's see through this activity. Okay children, the attraction and repulsion between magnets. The aim of this lab activity is the attraction and repulsion between the magnets, between two magnets. For this experiment or for this lab activity, we require a retort stand, two bar magnets, thread. Let's see the procedure. Place a retort stand on the table, take a bar magnet and tie a thread at the middle of the bar magnet. Now suspend it freely from the retard stand and wait until the bar magnet comes to rest. That means until it shows north-south directions. Okay, now it is in north-south directions. Now take another bar magnet and hold it in your hand. Bring its north pole near the north pole of the suspended bar magnet and observe the changes. Now bring the north pole near the south pole of the suspended bar magnet and observe the changes. What did you notice? When it brings near to the north pole it is repelled. When it is brought near to the south pole, when north pole brought to south pole, it is attracted. See, north repelling, aren't they? North pole, they are repelling, they are pushing each other. That means they are not attracting, they are repelling. This force is called repulsion. And when they brought north-south, see here, north-south, they are attracted with each other. So this is called attraction. So from this activity we learned that unlike poles of two magnets always attract each other, and like poles of the magnets always repel each other. Unlike poles attract each other and like poles repel each other. Like poles means same poles, not liking poles, disliking poles. Like poles means same poles. North, south, south repels each other, whereas north, south or south, north attract each other. Okay, did you understand children? Now another topic, earth as a magnet. Earth as a magnet. See, we have noticed when we suspended or when we tied a bar magnet by means of a thread, when we are holding it, it always shows north-south poles, right? So why it is happening like that? Why a bar magnet shows always north-south poles? Why it is showing always? Let's test. Take a bar magnet and label it as A, and take another bar magnet and label it as B. Suspend the bar magnet B over the A. Suspend the bar magnet B over the bar magnet A with the help of a thread. See the picture how he is holding like that. Now observe the direction in which the suspended bar magnet B comes to rest. In which direction it comes to rest? Check it. Observe again. As we are taking two bar magnets, and suspended bar magnet B on the A, what is happening? You have to note down the observation. Bar magnet B should be fairly close to the bar magnet A. Disturb it again. So again it is attracted north to south, south to north. So from this activity we observe that suspended bar magnet always comes to rest in the direction of the bar magnet placed on the table, right? Similarly, we also observe that one pole of the bar magnet A attracts the north pole of the freely suspended bar magnet B, while the other pole of the bar magnet A repels the north pole of the freely suspended bar magnet B. Finally, we conclude that the north pole of the suspended bar magnet points towards the south pole of the bar magnet placed on the table, whereas south pole of the suspended bar magnet points towards the north pole of the bar magnet placed on the table. So from this activity, we learned that the earth possesses magnetic properties which acts upon the suspended bar magnet. Who is possessing this activity or this property? By earth. By whom it is possessed, ma? By earth. So from this activity we can learn that the earth possesses magnetic property which acts upon the suspended bar magnet. So from this we can know the earth's magnetic field is like a bar magnet at the center. The earth's magnetic field is like a bar magnet at the center. So earth acts as a magnet. Earth as a magnet. So magnetic objects. An object which is attracted by one pole of the bar magnet and repelled by its other pole is treated as a magnet. Okay. Similarly, objects which are attracted both the poles of a bar magnet and not repelled by any pole are treated as magnetic substances but not as a magnet. If an object is neither attracted nor repelled by a magnet, if it is not attracted not repelled by the magnet, then we can say that the object is neither a magnet nor a magnetic substance. If it is a magnet, it shows repulsion by the other pole. If it is not a magnet, but if it is only a magnetic substance, just it is attracted by the magnet. Remember children, magnetic substance doesn't show repulsion. Only magnets can show the repulsion. Magnets repels north-north, south-south and attracts north-south, south-north. But magnetic substances, they don't show this property. Just they will be attracted by the magnet. Simply they are attracted by the magnet. If an object is neither attracted nor repelled by a magnet, then it is a non-magnetic substance. Clear? Let's make our own magnets. Shall we? Yes. We shall make our own magnets. How to make our own magnets? Let's see. For this you require a bar magnet and take an iron nail. Okay, take an iron nail in one hand. Now take a bar magnet in another hand. Place one of its poles near the edge of the iron nail. Move it along the length of the nail. Along the length of the iron nail till the bar magnet reaches the other end without lifting the bar magnet. While you are moving it, you should not lift up the bar magnet. Just you have to go along with the nail carefully. Okay. Now lift the bar magnet. Bring it to the first end of the iron nail. Again do the same. Once again move the magnet along the iron nail in the same direction as we did before. So repeat this process about 30 to 40 times. Not one or two times. Number of times we have to do this. Number of times you have to do this. Bring the iron nail near to some iron filings. So you can observe the change. What happened? It is showing some magnetic property, right? Does it showing magnetic property? Yes. See, now it is acted like a magnet because it is magnetized. The iron nail is magnetized so that it is attracting the iron filings. Actually, the iron nail is a iron nail. It is just an iron nail, but it is magnetized with the help of magnet. So it is also acting like a magnet. So it is showing that magnetic properties so that it is attracting the iron filings. So can we prepare magnets or not? Yes, we can prepare our own magnets by magnetizing them. So from this activity we observe that the iron filings get attracted by the nail because the iron nail gets magnetized by rubbing the bar magnet over it. As we rubbed the bar magnet over the iron nail, it got magnetized. So like this you can make your own magnets. You can magnetize any iron object. By using magnets you can rub them in one direction, okay, along with the iron object like iron nail or needle or a blade. Any iron object you can make as a magnet. Okay, now let's make our own magnetic compass. Already we did magnet, no? Let us make our own magnetic compass. Are you ready? Yes. So for this activity you require water. Take some water in a bowl and place it on the table. Put a lightweight transparent dish on the water surface. Okay. Make sure that the transparent dish float in water bowl. It has to float in water bowl. Like that. First we took water. Now we placed a lightweight transparent dish on the water surface. Okay. Now take a magnetized needle, which is magnetized needle that you have to take, and place the needle into the center of the dish and wait until the needle comes to rest. Like a magnet, it has to show the rest position. Now observe the direction of the needle. Observe the direction of the needle. Now disturb the needle and again wait until the needle comes to rest. Because we have to get perfection. For that we have to disturb it again and we have to wait for that. Now what happens? Once again observe its direction. We observe that the needle always comes to rest in a particular direction, which is which direction? The north-south direction. So from this activity we learned that the needle always points in north-south direction. Thus it acts as a magnet compass. It acts as a magnetic compass. So can you do like this, Nana? Can you make your own magnetic compass? For this you need a bar magnet and an iron needle, a water bowl and a small transparent bowl, dish. Okay, with this you can make it. Make it and post your videos also in group. Okay, how far the magnet shows its effect. How far magnet shows its effect. That means how much distance the magnetic field will be. That we will check. With this we can identify the magnetic induction. Magnetic induction. To learn about magnetic induction, you require a bar magnet in one hand. So take a bar magnet in one hand. Bring one pole of a bar magnet near to safety pin. Like this. Observe the changes. Now take a needle and touch it to the safety pin. Take a needle and touch it to the safety pin. Observe the changes. What happened? Actually the bar magnet didn't touch the needle directly. By means of safety pin it is attached. Isn't it? Yes. So from this activity we observe that the needle gets attached to the safety pin which acts as a magnet when it is in contact with a magnet. For example, if you remove here magnet, does the safety pin attach the needle? No. Until it has that property, maybe it can stick to that, but later it cannot. So what we can learn from this? So from this activity we learn that safety pin acts as a magnet when it is in contact with another magnet, because magnetic property is induced in safety pin due to the bar magnet. That magnetic property is induced in safety pin. So magnetic property, what is the magnetic property? Attracting, right? So it is attracting by means of a bar magnet. As magnet having that property, so that is induced in safety pin, so that safety pin also acting like a magnet, so that it is able to attract the needle. So this magnetic property possessed by a magnetic substance due to the presence of a magnet near it is called magnetic induction. What is magnetic induction? The magnetic property possessed by a magnetic substance due to the presence of a magnet near it, not somewhere else, which is near it, is called magnetic induction. What is the summary of this lesson? Let us recap the highlights of this chapter. First one, we have seen different shapes of magnets, right? Some of the usual shapes of magnets are bar magnet, horse magnet or horseshoe magnet, ring magnet and disc magnet. So magnets are made of steel or iron. Magnets are made of steel or iron. However, special alloys of iron, nickel, copper, cobalt and aluminium can be used to make powerful magnets. They are also used as powerful magnets. And the neodymium is the strongest magnet currently known. Neodymium is the strongest magnet currently known. The materials that are attracted by magnets are called magnetic materials, and the materials that are not attracted by the magnets are called non-magnetic materials. Every bar magnet always has two ends whose attracting capacity is more than its other parts. These ends are called poles of the magnet, because the entire magnet cannot attract equally or uniformly, but the poles are having extra capacity to attract the objects. So those are called poles. Okay. That means the magnetic property possessed at the poles more. The magnet that points towards north is called its north pole. The other end that points towards the south is called the south pole of the magnet. This property of the magnets is called the directional property. This property is called directional property. The compass is usually a small box with a glass covering it and consists of a small pointed magnet which is suspended freely. It is a compass. In a magnet, like poles repel each other and unlike poles attract each other. An object which is attracted by one pole of the bar magnet and repelled by its other pole is treated as a magnet. Magnets can be made by magnetizing the iron nail or a needle or a blade. Magnetic property possessed by a magnetic substance due to the presence of a magnet near it is called magnetic induction. So this is the lesson, playing with magnets. I hope you understood the lesson. If not, once again revise these videos and also read your textbook well and do the activities as it is described. You have to do the activities, then you can understand very well. Will you do it, children? Do it and tell me your experiences. Thank you.